Hey everyone, and welcome to Math. As we get started today, we are on Chapter 5, Lesson 5, and as you can see, that is page 271. So take this time to pull out your book, make sure you have a pencil, and let's get started with inverse operations. So inverse operations, we've learned how division and multiplication are related. Operations that are related are inverse operations because they undo each other. So we understand that inverse, meaning opposite, means that it's the opposite of multiplication. So when we're thinking about division, we are taking a total and we're breaking it into pieces. Multiplication is taking those pieces and making a total. So they are opposite of each other. Just like addition is finding a total. And once you add and you have your total, you can subtract from your total to get back to your other part. So that's kind of how we're going to be looking at this today, is looking at parts and wholes. And when we have a total, that's our whole, we need to break it up by dividing. When we need to find our whole or our total, we need to multiply. So first things first, we're going to be talking about some muffins. This is a hungry muffin eating some blueberries. Let's take a look at what we've got. Example 1, my math in my world. We have a baker has made a tray of fresh muffins. They use the array to write a related multiplication problem and division sentence to find the unknown. How many muffins are there in all? So what I want to focus on is that one question right here. How many muffins are there in all? So they're saying, we don't know how many muffins there are, but we do have an array that shows how many muffins. So we count 1, 2, 3. There's 3 rows. 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 rows of 4 muffins. So 3 rows of tells us to multiply. So if we want to find the total, we do 3 times 4. So there's 3 rows with 4 in each row. So this is telling us that there is a total, but we don't know what it is. And that's where division and multiplication are related, because your unknown is your total. Your total starts your division problem. That's your dividend. So your product in multiplication becomes your dividend in division. And now we divide by the number of rows, and that tells us that there's 4 in each row. So what is the unknown? 3 times 4. 3, 6, 9, 12, or 4, 8, 12. So we know the unknown is 12. There are 12 muffins in all. The multiplication sentence multiplies 3 by 4 to get 12. The division sentence undoes the multiplication sentence by dividing 12 by 3 to get 4. So in both of them, we have an unknown, and the unknown is 12. So pretty wild to think about it like this, but we can use multiplication and arrays to help us, which we've been doing for our division problems. So when they say 12 divided by 3, we know that we can draw 3 rows, and we can fill those 3 rows with 12 muffins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we used an array, just like they did, to find our answer of 4. So arrays help us out with division as well as multiplication. So let's move on. We're on page 272. Page 272, we have an example. It says, a group of related facts using the same numbers is a fact family. So fact family, here's the example of a fact family for multiplication and division, just like when we did them with addition and subtraction. Each fact family follows a pattern by using the same numbers. So the fact family 3, 4, and 12, that's the multiplication division fact family. 3 times 4 equals 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So you can see that all of these are related. The numbers never change. They just change position. Fact family 7 and 49. Well, 7 times 7 is 49. You can't turn these around because 7 would still be in the same spot. So then 49 divided by 7 equals 7. So this one only has 2 rows because the numbers are the same that they're multiplying and dividing by. Example number 2. So example number 2 says, complete the fact family for the numbers 3, 6, and 18. So we know 3 times 6 equals 18. 3 times 6 equals 18. So 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 divided by what equals 6? 3. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. So the pattern shows that 3, 6, and 18 are used in each number sentence. We have 6 rows, or 3 rows of 6 in each row, and that makes a total of 18 when we multiply. Guided practice. Let's use the arrays to find each unknown. So we have 3 rows of 5 equals 15. So when we're multiplying, what times 5 equals 15? 3 times 5 equals 15. What divided by 3 equals 5? 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So we're just finding the empty spaces. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 times 6 equals 24. So let's figure it out. 4 times what equals 24? 4 times 6 equals 24. 24 divided by what equals 6? 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Okay, so now we have 2, 6, and 12. 12 being the biggest number, when we're multiplying, we're finding our total, which is 12 blank times 6, 2 times 6. So that means we're going to switch it up. 6 times 2 equals 12. Our total is 12 divided by, here they have 2, so we're just like trying to figure out the puzzle here, right? So we know that we're starting with our total, 12. This one, we have 12 divided by blank equals 2, so it's going to be 6, which means we're going to switch it up here, 2 and 6. So remember, these numbers never change in fact families. So when we have these related numbers, we know that we're not changing them. If you need this, pause it. Moving on to page 473, independent practice. So for your independent practice today, you're going to start with algebra, solving for the unknown. Then write the fact family for each set of numbers, multiplication, then division for all sets. Write the set of numbers for each fact family. So you're just looking for the numbers. You're writing the numbers on 12, 13, and 14. You don't need to write any math problems. Then on the back for your independent practice, you're going to read the question, decide, do they tell you a total? Are you dividing or are you multiplying? I'll be going through all of these questions after you're done doing them. So pause this video, work on numbers 4 through 19, and then I'll come through and help you out with getting those done. So pause this video and start your work. And when you're finished your work, come back and see me, and I'll help you out by pushing play. All right, guys, so hopefully you finished your independent practice and now you're back with me. So we are going to go through the independent practice, check your work, and check your answers. The first one, it says blank times 2 equals 8. I look here and I can see that there's 4 rows times 2 equals 8. So the numbers are 2, 4, and 8. So we're going to put 4 here, and we're going to put 8 here. Next, we have 2 times something equals 4. Well, it's 2 times 2 equals 4. So 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Next, we have 7 rows of 2 equals 14. So we have 14 is our unknown here, and our unknown here is 7 times 2. Next, we have 4 times something equals 20. 4 rows of 5. 4 rows of 5 equals 20. So 4 times 5 equals 20. And 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Pause it if you need the notes. Write the fact family for each set of numbers. So we start off with multiplication. 2 times 3 equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. Then we go to division. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. It doesn't matter which order you put them in as long as you have all 4 of those. So you could have put it in different order and it's fine. 2 times 7 equals 14. 7 times 2 equals 14. 14 divided by 2 equals 7. 14 divided by 7 equals 2. 4 times 8 equals 32. 8 times 4 equals 32. 32 divided by 4 equals 8. 32 divided by 8 equals 4. 4 times 3 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Write a set of numbers for each fact family. So we have 5, 9, 45. Pretty simple. 7, 4, 28. As you can see, it's like really helpful when you have different numbers, like when you remember the numbers that go along with these. So when you do remember the numbers that go along with these, it just really helps you out. So knowing your fact families is super beneficial to you. Um, it's just really helpful when you remember these things. So as you see, the one that we were just looking at, the last one, 3 and 9, you wouldn't put 3, 3, 9. You would just put 3, 9 because the 3 is used more than once. All right, so now we're on number 15. Check your work. All 5 members, so that's a total. All 5 members of the Malone family? Nope, that's just the total of the family. It's just part of it. Their tickets cost a total of $30. So there's our total. We're talking about money. They want to know the part, how much of each ticket. So we know that there's 5 members times something, and this is our unknown, equals 30. So we know the total is 30. So if you multiplied, so we're going to divide 30 divided by something equals 5, or 30 divided by 5 equals something. So as you can see, you could figure this out many different ways. So 5 times what equals 30, or 30 divided by what equals 5, or 30 divided by 5 equals what? So that's where you would say, okay, I know I have 30, and if you don't know 5 times something equals 30, you could put 5 rows. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts to make 5 rows. And then I can start drawing. So I have 5 rows of what? So I'm going to do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. How many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in each row. So how much was each ticket? $6 each. The petting zoo has 21 animals. That sounds like a total to me. There are an equal number of goats, ponies, and cows. 1, 2, 3. 3 types of animals. How many of each animal are there? So we have 21 divided by 3 equals unknown. So again, you can draw 3 rows for each animal. So you have goats, ponies, cows, 3 rows. We're counting at 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 times 7 equals 21. So 7 of each animal. Okay. That brings us to the last one on this part. Mr. Thomas travels 20 miles each week to and from work. If he works 5 days a week, how many miles does he travel total? So they're saying 20 times, nope, going backwards, 20 each week to and from work. That's the total. So instead of times, we're saying 20 divided by the 5 days. 20 miles divided by 5 days equals what? 5 times what equals 20? 5 times something equals 20. Do you know? 5 times what equals 20? Did you draw it? It was 4 miles per day. Pause this if you need the notes. Moving on. Number 18. Look back at exercise 14 on the previous page. Why are there only 2 numbers for each fact family instead of 3 numbers? So we just talked about that. That was the 3 and the 9. So there's only 2 numbers. Why? Because there's only 3 times 3 equals 9. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So you only list the 3 once. How can I use multiplication facts to remember division facts? They are opposite, so I can draw a raise or multiplication sentences. I'm just going to say SENT period to make sentences because it's too long, with an unknown. So as you notice, I did that on the last one. We did 5 times what equals 20. So that was a multiplication sentence with an unknown to solve a division problem. And that's something that you can use, is the skill of multiplication to solve division. So for your homework tonight, you are going to start with number 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then for the vocabulary, we do them all. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and test practice always, 15. Dividend is the total. So that is the number by which a dividend, no. The answer to a division, no. A group of related facts, the number being divided. It's the number being divided, the total. Divisor is the number that you're dividing by. So the number in which the dividend is being divided, that's the divisor. Fact family is a group of related facts. Inverse operations, operations that undo each other or opposites. And quotient is the answer to a division problem. So we have completed your math, and make sure you get the rest of your homework done. If you need any of the notes, make sure you go back in the video or pause it. And I hope that you had a successful math time today. So I shall talk to you later. Palm it.